Say, man, welcome back to the No Shit Code podcast. I am your host, True Roll, with my boy, Sid the Great.
Yes, sir,
you
yes, sir.
already know what to do. We got a great topic for y'all today, but first, what do we got to do?
We got to give all praise unto God because he is the reason why we're here today. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen, amen.
Everybody, amen. So, we got a new special guest.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Chloe. I'm here from Fort Worth, Texas, and just came on to give my opinions, I guess.
We love to hear it. We love to hear. Thank you for coming out and spending some time with us.
And if we know who this
Spend
lovely
some time
lady
with us.
is.
Don't forget talking to the mic, right?
What's your name?
Talking to the mic. Don't have to be too
yes,
close,
you-
but you know what I mean? There you go.
What's your name? Introduce yourself.
You already know me.
Oh, they already
Who are
know.
you?
You already know who I am.
Oh,
Mickey
they know who you
Mo.
are.
I'm Mickey Mo.
Oh,
Mickey
all right,
Mo.
Mickey Mo. All right, Mickey Mo. We love it.
Mickey Mo from the A17.
What we talking about today, man? What we talking about?
Oh, man, we talking about a legendary question. It's, what is a bad date? What is a bad date?
Let them tell a Cheesecake Factory. Let me stop.
Oh, no, we not talking about cheesecake.
Hey, man,
Factory,
stop. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But, ladies, what do y'all think is a bad date?
You want to start off?
You want me to?
Yeah.
Yeah, what makes a date bad?
I mean, I really only had like one bad date experience, and it was just because he was like obnoxious. Like it was uncalled for, like burping with his mouth open, like literally it was disgusting.
No manners?
Like no manners at all, just disrespectful. And I
Was
just
he
could
built like a
not-
lamp?
So is that what you deem as a bad date?
For me, that was the only bad experience I have had.
Okay.
But I don't be going on dates
Yeah.
like that.
I get that.
You know,
We don't live in a culture where that's really a big thing
It's
anymore.
not.
But
Like
also,
that. It just
it
depends.
depends. Like, I've been with my man for almost 10 years, so
Wow.
I didn't have too much dating experience. And the dating experience I had, I was a child. So
Well, how old are you?
I'm 24 right now. about
So
to
you've
be
been here
25.
since you was...
Literally high school, yeah. We're high school sweethearts. Been together-
14?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Wow.
'Cause we dated, broke up, and got back together. And we've
Yeah.
been together since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any kids yet?
No, thank God.
Oh.
No offense. I don't want kids. He don't want kids right now. We're just enjoying life. We're young.
We taking precautions?
Yeah.
Okay, because...
All my homegirls got kids, so we learned our
So
lesson.
you know what's up. Okay, I respect it.
So y'all are dinks, dual income, no kids.
Yeah.
You never heard of a dink?
What's your idea of a bad date?
No manners, bad conversation, like, just, that's really, it's hard to, that's an open thing because her opinion is different than my opinion. And something that could be good or bad varies a lot. So probably
on the
just
person.
No manners, can't have conversation.
Yeah.
Just sitting there awkward as fuck. You
Yeah.
know?
Just like,
Okay.
well, what we going to talk
Yeah,
about?
Literally, and you're like, can we go now?
So let me ask you this. You ever had a bad date where as far as your date smelling, having an uncomfortable smell, bad aroma, bad hygiene?
Oh, how do you even address something like that, Lord?
just as respectfully and nice as you can. Like if this is your first date, clearly you can't be like, hey babe, let's go take a shower together. You can't, but
I mean, hopefully
if it's
not,
your first
but
date, you could be like,
be
hey,
surprised.
let's go,
No, on the first date, probably wouldn't say
So
shit.
so should
okay, so
On
she
the
said
first date?
she said she wouldn't say nothing.
so
Okay,
here's my thing.
respect.
Okay,
So-
I have a question then.
It's the
Hold
first
on.
date, I don't know you like
Would
that.
there be a second date?
Maybe. Yeah,
off of
probably.
that?
Yeah, if the date was good and you just had a little smell to you, you could have just got off work and
Yeah,
just met me
okay.
up there.
So
Okay.
should everybody carry emergency mints?
Period, yes. Same
Not
thing
wrong.
with perfume, hand sanitizer,
Some.
Shit.
The essentials.
Yeah.
The essentials.
Especially if you're going on a date, you should be prepared.
You should be prepared. Yeah.
Not asking you to look like $1 million or none. But
So let's say a man dropped
bring
the
your
ball
Sunday
on
best,
something.
you know what I mean?
And the woman has something in her purse that can kind of help with the situation temporarily. Is she wifey?
wait, one more time.
Is
What
she
did you say?
what?
Is she wifey?
But what did you say before that?
If a man has something that he failed at as far as like hygiene, and she had it in her purse, she had something in her purse that could at least temporarily suppress the issue.
Okay,
Is
so
she
like your
wifey?
like your breast stinks and I have a piece of gum.
Like if a piece of gum or mint. Is she?
I don't know
I
about
don't
wifey. That
wifey,
makes
yeah,
her a
that's not a
good,
good-
That makes her a good human being, looking
Good
out
human
for
being.
somebody,
A
looking
prepared
out
person.
a prepared person that
Prepared.
that's just looking out for somebody. I wouldn't say a wifey.
We just asking questions.
It takes a little bit more than that to become something of that nature.
But we just on first date mode.
Yeah, first
Could
date
it
should
be a
definitely
green
be.
flag? Is my point.
Oh yeah.
No, well, definitely a green flag. That's hands down. That could be definitely a green flag. But I don't know if I would chunk it up to, oh my God, I'm gonna marry you one day.
You have mints
Well,
in your
it
purse.
doesn't-
You got
It
mints and
doesn't-
lotion in your purse. Oh my God. Nah,
You're the bitch.
nah, it ain't like, hold on.
I
now,
mean, it's
calm
funny
down.
to think
You better
about.
not say that to her. She gonna run. Do you hear me? She gonna flee.
But sometimes
Who
it
are
is
you?
the little things.
Yes.
No, the little things do matter. You're not wrong, definitely. But I think there's some little things that have a little bit more weight than that,
Of course. We're
right?
just on
And I
the
think
first
that
date.
becomes with time.
How
But you're
much
not
weight
wrong.
are you gonna have on the first date?
Not much. Maybe not much. Just depends on the
And
dynamic
also-
and how long y'all been.
Yeah, like if you know this person before and say y'all were friends or something, and then now you're going on a date, that's different than like
Yeah.
you met this motherfucker off of
Tinder,
cussing.
Random,
Yeah, you met
a
this,
random.
yeah,
Off of
you
Tinder.
Met this person off of Instagram or something, and like you don't know them from anything.
Hinge.
They could be lying about their height on there, you know.
You don't know.
Everybody
that's
knows
different.
I'm 6 feet.
5 baby mamas.
I'm 6 feet enough.
Mm.
You ever met somebody?
Well.
You ever met a man? Let me ask you this.
We know he's lying.
So, is it a red flag if a man says I'm 6 feet enough?
One more time, what?
Who says that? I'm 6 feet enough.
You'll be surprised.
I don't even know if somebody says that. Have
You'll
you
be
ever heard
surprised.
that?
There are
That's
people
a red
that say
flag.
I'm 6
That's
feet
a red
enough.
flag.
That's a
Yes,
red
you
Lie-
say some.
lying about your height.
So
lying
if he,
about your height and
so
saying
if
some
he's
stupid stuff.
5'10", but he says 6 feet, is that a red flag?
Yeah, why lie?
Well, I'm not condoning lying, right? But women have this fixation on physical attributes, right? That we cannot.
I think we all
that
do.
we okay.
Most
Wait.
women do.
We all do. Men are physically attracted to women,
course.
for our own specific reasons, right? Just how we our genetic makeup
Just
and
like we
whatnot.
are too.
Yeah.
Right, but y'all put stipulations or requirements on what a dude is, and there's things that he can't change. Oh, he's too short. He could be the best dude you ever had in your life, but you worrying about how he looks, his height, something that he can't change. Versus the conversation we've already had. Not fat shaming nobody versus the bigger, heavier set woman. We dare us say, oh, we don't like her because she's just a little too overweight.
But she could at least change that.
She can try
Over time.
I mean, she has the ability to. I can't change height now without thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars in surgery.
I mean, I had
What's
to
your
buy
thoughts on that?
I had to buy
So,
some
like,
pumps.
What I'm thinking here is y'all are like putting height, weight, all this stuff into it, and yeah, to a degree that does matter because if you're not physically attracted to somebody, you're not gonna want to sleep with them, you're not gonna want to be with them. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people overdo that. Like, oh yeah, I have to be this, I have to do that. Like, no, we don't.
Nope.
Why can't we just learn who that person is? But yes, if that person you are not attracted to them, you're not gonna have much with them. Even if you like them, personality wise, you're not going to be able to do much with it. You know,
I know. I get you.
if that makes sense.
Definitely.
I don't know if that makes sense.
And you definitely got to keep an open mind.
Yeah.
Because the person that you think you wouldn't be with, or think you wouldn't fall in love with, would be the person you fall in love with.
Or people getting with people and trying to change them. Okay, I like you, but I don't like
But
your
I don't
weight.
like-
I don't like this about you. And so now you're gonna try to manipulate them into who you want to be or want them to be, and then you're gonna be upset if they don't. And then now you're gonna have all this turmoil and tension because you had these stupid expectations that were never realistic.
What if they're unhealthy and they're asking you to change because of unhealthy ways?
Yeah.
Not because not saying you're too big, but say emotionally in your head you're not healthy.
And there's a difference
And
in
he
bettering
wants you
somebody
to
and trying
be
to
better.
change somebody.
Okay.
I like what she said. There's a difference between bettering somebody and trying to change the foundation of who a person is. That's the biggest thing. It's okay to change some bad habits or some ways that you may be thinking to curve your mind and think in different manners and different ways. Because some people are single-minded and they only think how they think, and they need somebody in their space to give them other perspectives. Right?
Ask this question: do y'all want to grow together?
Yeah, there you
Do
go.
you want to help your partner grow?
Yeah. I would hope you don't want to stay stagnant. You don't want to stay still.
Right.
What is that going to do for you?
So what if helping your partner grow is going on that journey with them and both bettering your health?
Yeah, okay.
I think y'all are being a little too specific now, you know, carrying it into a very specific situation when it's more of a open situation, you know, because that's so hard. It's perception, it's circumstances, you know. So hard to be like, oh, well, I'm doing it to better you. That could be somebody else's opinion of you're just trying to change that person. You're not bettering them, even though you view it as I'm bettering this
Does
person.
matter on the perception.
Yeah.
Does matter how they take it. And I think those things come with time to learn that person that you're with. If that first date becomes a second, third, and a fourth date, it comes with time to know a person's true intentions on what they feel for you. Right? Because a person can say anything. A pair of lips can say anything, is what Mom always said, but you got to look at a person's actions at the end of the day. And that's the biggest thing. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you, grow and get better. But I'll actually, honestly, you're just trying to make me look good for you.
Amen.
Or make me benefit you in the box you want me to fit in.
Yeah.
But most people are going to be a little blind to that in the beginning until they start to see.
I feel like that's how our world is right now. Like how the generations that we are living in treat people. It's like how you look.
Mm-hmm.
They go off of that. If a guy, like you said, if he's too short or he's something, they're not going to give him a second chance.
Yep. You're not wrong.
They might not even get the first.
You're not wrong. That's valid.
And
That's
they
valid.
could be your match. They could be the person that was put on this earth for you type situation.
Yeah, but if you're already doing them this way,
Oh,
in
you
the
unplugged your
beginning,
mic?
You unplugged your mic. Come on.
Oh, man, it's all good.
My bad.
Pretty sure we was able to hear you on other mics. Ain't no issue. Ain't no issue. We good. We good. Mistakes happen. What were you saying? I'm sorry about that.
honestly forgot it.
Well.
Yep.
Yep.
Right out that.
Yep.
Gone.
Okay.
So my question is,
Sorry.
We'll play it back. What else?
so my question is, what is a red flag in dating? What are some red flags? On your
You know
first
what?
date?
You have to look how a person may carry themselves, their demeanor, right? If you meet, I mean, I guess it's with somebody that you don't know. I guess you got to talk about which type of situation we talking. Is it somebody you knew and grew up with, or just a friend you already know of, or just a random?
Well, I mean, it could be either or, but like, I'll give you an example. How that person treats other people, such as like the waiter,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
attendant, or somebody at
Respectfulness,
like a cashier,
manners. Patience.
Like let's say you're going to like a putt or something like that. You know, you want to go golfing. You know what I'm saying? How do they speak to other people who work in service?
Yeah. Well,
How do they treat people on the lower end of the employment scale?
See, that's hard also because it depends where you're from. Because here in the South, we're extra big with the manners and the yes ma'am and no sir and all the respects. But somebody from up north, they're going to be more like, yeah, that you brought me my food. What am I supposed to say? Thank you. You know, like, because they didn't grow up like that. That's not their customs from where they're from. We might take that as disrespect, even though that's just how they're raised. They're not meaning to be rude or disrespectful, but that's just how it comes across.
My cousins.
But
like
would you
that.
say there's some universal respects that if you are going out to eat and somebody's serving you food and taking your order, there's a level playing field, a base for everybody when it comes to respect. Of course, in the South we might be up here, in the North might be, or whatever it might be a little here. But I do think I see what you're saying. If they below that level, that base level, that's a problem because some people look at those people as beneath them.
Oh yeah.
That becomes the issue. Not saying thank you and yes ma'am and no ma'am. Okay, you wasn't raised that way. Can't change that. That's what you know. But disrespect or belittling or looking down on people, I can't be associated with that.
Well, also, like, if I'm walking the streets, I'm going to probably smile and wave at you. Like, I'm a little nice, something.
Yep.
No matter, like, I probably don't know you at all. Just because we made eye contact, I'm going to greet you in some form or fashion, even if I don't say words. Somebody else that doesn't do that, I'm like, damn, you're rude.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if they don't smile back, like, I'll never smile at you again. you know?
Yeah, I respect it. I
Yeah,
respect
it's
it.
one of those things, but then they might be like, why is this female smiling and waving?
I don't even
Yeah,
know her.
Literally.
This is awkward. Am I supposed to wave back?
So it's everybody's different thing, you know.
Everybody is different. Depends on where you were raised and where you're from. Back in the country where I'm from, we can sit outside on the porch and everybody that passed by blow the horn and wave. Don't even know who passing by. You might, but you don't even know. But it's just how it is. It's not like that up there.
Yeah.
Or most other places. It's not.
Even
Different
out
cultures.
here in Dallas, like,
I like. You better not. I mean, my grandma was sleeping with her door wide open.
Oh, where?
We
Where
was
I'm
in the
from,
country.
Oh, okay,
You sleep with your
that's
door open,
where I'm
doors
from.
unlocked, sit out on
We
the
never
porch,
locked the
chilling, never
door.
lock the door.
think we barely locked the door if the wind was going crazy because the door might fly
Because
open.
the door might.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta
watch
know
that
about
wind.
you
gotta
gotta know
check the
about that
weather
life.
report.
That's how it was back then, or in certain areas. It still is like that. I can still go to my hometown right now and sit on the porch, and everybody I'm passing by. Hey, what up? How you doing?
I like that though.
That's just what it is. You know, I love that. You're not wrong.
It
It's
hits
great. It hits different.
It does.
Versus not speaking. I went to New York. I said, nah, this ain't for me. Nah, I can't be up here.
My man wants to go
The
to New York.
disrespect, I can't even do it. I said, nah.
Yeah, they move fast out there.
No,
Everything.
it's a difference
quick.
between moving fast and just disrespectful. Hit you and bump you, don't say nothing. I be ready to. I like, nah, I got to move around.
Like,
It's
not
because
worth it,
it's so
not worth it.
crowded.
I
Ain't no
got to
space.
move around. I can't do it.
Ain't no space.
I
Is
mean,
it
you
because we went after COVID? that
shoulder
there
to
wasn't
shoulder.
people?
Oh, you got
I think
lucky.
COVID made it worse, but
When we went,
Yeah,
there
I
was
see that.
Not a lot of people
Really?
at all. It might have been because it was after
What I
COVID
went-
and it was cold.
I went 2023 in April is when I went, and it was.
'cause I think
Oh, yeah, I
COVID made
remember
everybody
that.
more rude, more.
Yeah, I
just
get that too.
snappy.
November, right?
You went what was when it cold? Was it cold months? Ain't that cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, less
We were
people
over
gonna
the
be there. Is it
road.
cold November? in there? I don't
We were
even know.
over the
I don't know what they
road.
weather like up there.
In New
this
In
York?
time.
they get
What is it? Is it
snow.
November? Is it snowing in
Oh, yeah.
November?
Or maybe
So when y'all
not
went in
snow, but
November,
it's
it had to be
Bruh, First of
cold.
all, it's
It was
cold.
cold.
It's cold.
Oh,
It
so
wasn't
then
cold.
who gonna be outside in the?
Some
Not,
people.
I mean, some people, but not like a sunny day.
Think about
Yeah.
I
New,
went with
right,
good
you're
weather
right.
every day.
Okay.
New Year's Eve. They have all those people that pee and shit in diapers. You know what I mean? Out in that cold just to see the ball drop. You know, so there's crazy people. They'll be outside. Yeah, yeah.
No, no,
Oh, yeah,
no,
you
no.
gotta work to find you a bathroom out there.
No, no, no.
You know, you
sure
leave,
gotta
you
work.
don't get back into the Times Square area.
So sorry. Well,
And they get out there at like 12 p.m. or something.
I'm not doing that. That's beyond me.
Not worth it.
No, I watch it on TV.
But they be selling that Zaw in the middle of the street though.
You ain't wrong.
They be they
Walking through, they was slanging.
in
I
the,
said,
in the
"What is
police
this?"
right there.
I'm all looking around. What's that smell?
I said, "What is this?" I don't smoke, but I was like, "God," I said, "You out here just cop down the street." I said, "God."
Yeah, my man, when he went, he said he just rolled up right there in the street around everybody else like it was nothing. That's just what they do. You know?
Man, Texas won't get there yet.
Ugh,
Nah,
I'm
Texas
waiting on
got a
it.
ways to go.
Well, no,
They
they
make more
just
money off of keeping
they
it
just
illegal.
decriminalized. Was it 3 ounces a week?
I thought
5
it was
ounces?
four. I thought it was
Was it 4?
It's been
It was
for a
something I
while
didn't
now.
talk. I don't know, but somebody came to me and told me at work, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's a
Yeah.
lot. That's a lot to have on you at one time.
But then there's a whole back and forth. They get sued again. And they're like, hey, we're not doing that. And then they're like, oh, we're going to do that. So we'll see. But they make more money off of keeping it illegal than they would making it legalized. In their
Well,
eyes. Yeah.
in their eyes.
Well, because they make money off of ticketing us for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Every little thing they make money off of, it ends up being more in the long run for them.
But think about how much they can tax dispensaries and how much they can charge to get
Yeah.
it made and regulated. The licenses they can charge.
But then in their conservative minds, we're going to have a whole bunch of dope heads walking around and like
That's-
it's going to
yep.
just ruin our city. You know?
You're not wrong. If they legalize a lot of illegal things we do, they'd be surprised how much money it come into the world. We talked about, the oldest profession in the world. If it got legalized and
I feel like
It'd be
crime
safer,
would
be
go
smarter.
away.
you said what? What'd you say?
I feel like crime would de-escalate.
No.
I don't know. If
No,
that,
they
I
would-
mean,
they
maybe
wouldn't.
it might be associated with crime. Maybe a little tad. I don't know. Maybe.
No,
may-
people just
maybe
use Jesus.
maybe some
That's literally
organized.
Well,
Amen.
that too.
Amen.
That too.
I
The
think
crime's going to be a forever thing.
I think maybe a slight tick down on organized crime as far as like the selling and dispensing of like
Yeah.
yeah.
no.
Would
You
this
don't
be?
think-
I got a
It'll still be
question.
as
I think the
strong.
organized.
I got a
aspect will
question
fall a
though.
little
It's
bit.
gonna be funny. Would this be a good first date? These conversations we having.
Yeah.
This would be a.
And that's that's the type of
See?
stuff we like to do. Have
This
these type of
this is the
debates,
first date.
conversations.
But I don't think people like to really see. I think the problem is on first dates, people like to focus on the physical attributes more than actually talking about like getting to know each other. Because let's just be real, like nowadays, people having sex within the first hour of meeting each other.
You know
I'm just gonna
what?
keep it a
But
stack
that's
with you.
their choice. If they just want
It-
to have
it is their
sex,
choice.
They can have sex. But if
But-
they want to be in a relationship, that's different.
You know what? You right. Y'all both are right. I love your perspectives, but I say let's turn it on its head and let's think about what's happening in everyday life. We don't live in a life anymore of big communication, of being in groups and talking and learning how to interact with individuals. We behind a screen all day. A lot of people working from home. A lot of people are introverts or don't talk, or they let anxiety, not saying anxiety is not real, but they let that control their lives. A lot of people don't know how to talk anymore. They don't know how to have the conversations without their nerves getting to them, or they having to be high or under the influence or drunk or whatever the case may be. There's some people that don't even know how to have conversations. It's so awkward to sit with them. It's like, ugh. You ever been with somebody that make you be like,
I think also people don't like to have certain conversations because we're going to have different opinions. And like that's one thing with me and him. We can have a conversation and be on the complete different spectrum.
Yep.
And keep it
agree to disagree.
Yeah, you know what I
Yes.
mean? And I like those.
Yep.
You learn more about a person. You learn more about life. You might change your perspective just listening to somebody.
I mean, you're right. Me and my girl do the same thing. Change your perspective because somebody else might think differently.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder, why is that person not used to that? Did they not have it in the household? Were they not having these conversations at school? Did these teachers that we have not bring up debates or conversations that just had, like in college, even though everybody don't go to college, I respect that, but we had a lot of good conversations when it came to things like that, and we got to debate back and forth and change perspectives and bring up those topics that nobody really wants to talk about. In one of my classes, we talked about abortion, pro-choice and pro-life. Those conversations have to be had so people can learn how to interact. We don't have that like that anymore. At least not common. At least not out there in the wild.
I feel like a lot of people just take all their information from the internet and then just keep that. And then when they talk, they might throw a little bit out there.
They regurgitate it.
Yeah, of course.
But then not even listen to the other person's perspective. It's
Nope.
like, what?
They don't listen to receive, they listen to respond.
Yeah.
Of course. Now let me ask you this: how many people do you know that only like to text but don't like to talk on the phone?
Yeah.
Because I used to have a friend back in high school. All he would do is text. If I call him, it was really rare that he would ever just be on the phone like that. It's because he didn't really like to speak.
He didn't like to speak.
He didn't like to speak.
Or was
He'll
he nervous
text you
and not
back.
knowing what to say, or like the awkwardness? What was it really?
I don't know. But how many people do you know that are like that?
I mean, I think from time to time it just depends on what's going on with you. Because my girl will tell me all the time. There's some moments where I have some time to myself. I don't want to talk on the phone. I'd rather text you because I'm in my mind. My mind's going. I'm in my own world. And I don't want to, in that moment, think about what I have to say and keeping the conversation going when I can text you and I can find things to say or find things to talk about. I can create that space without it being awkward. Not saying it is awkward, but I think it depends for me anyway. How do y'all feel about it? Are y'all more talk on the phone or y'all more text?
I'm a talker.
Talk, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
talk
a
to my mama
talker
for
when
2
I want to be. I
hours.
just have my moments.
Yeah,
I'm a
no.
talker too.
No, no,
just
I understand
Everyone
that.
has
moment.
their moments
Yeah.
though,
I'm
where
just
they
like,
want to
yeah.
be like in their own zone.
yeah.
When you say somebody doesn't want to talk, it makes me think like, damn, when they were growing up, nobody let them talk.
Nobody listened.
So now they just don't even want to speak
Yep.
because they don't want to deal
Childhood trauma. I'm telling you, it'll knock a lot of things out of order
with it.
growing
And I don't
up.
like to be that person, be like, oh, trauma, this, and runs my life. But like, yeah, it does
It's the
have
truth.
aspect.
It has an impact on the life we live in today based off how we were in our
Like we were
childhood.
talking earlier, therapy, you know?
Yeah, we
We on the road tonight. Let me ask you this.
Yeah, let's go. That's next episode. We love that one. That's gonna be a good one.
Let me ask you
Good one.
this: when should you cut a bad date short?
Morgan?
I mean, for me, before we got on the podcast, we were talking about if you drove to the place together or you met up, and if you drove together, cutting the date short
That's not an option.
could be
unless
pretty
you're
difficult.
walking.
You're gonna be walking.
Yeah.
You're gonna be Ubering, lifting. It's not. I mean, unless you
you
get
gonna
with
be
a
hitting them with the-
respectful guy, then okay. A guy that don't get butt hurt, or woman or whatever, don't get butt hurt.
But
and
why
don't,
why would the date be ending if they're respectful? In
not even
most
about
cases.
respect.
No, but it's not. I'm not necessarily saying like not respect, but like
Oh,
a
okay,
person
okay,
that's
okay.
a person that's courteous and that understands their wrongs, or maybe this didn't work out. I understand. I respect that. Let me take you home.
Okay.
That kind of
So-
Well, 'cause you
sometimes
can
they're
feel the vibe,
respectful.
you know?
Sometimes
right.
they're-
Like, oh, this is not working out.
Yeah.
We're not really
Can I just take you
meshing.
home
We're not
real
really
quick?
catching each other's waves. So let me.
they're not vibing correctly. You know what I'm saying? They might be respectful people, but the vibe just ain't there.
Now, if you get that person that don't see that,
then that's
And that
gonna
goes
be
for
hard
both
to
genders.
convince them. Hey,
There's some women that are crazy and they're gonna be like, "Oh, how dare you not like me, you know? And there's some guys that are like, oh my God. you
I'm
did
in
the
love with
most."
you. You're so
Yeah.
beautiful. And I'm like, dude, she probably gets this every day. You're not saying nothing different. And
you're not
I
saying
mean, you're
nothing
not
different.
saying
The
nothing
things I get
different.
told on almost a daily
And-
basis
and it's
is
just-
like, can you just stop talking out your butt real quick, please?
I mean,
You
because
know?
that's what some of us do, especially the ones that.
Sorry, y'all men. Y'all say anything to get in a girl's pants. I'll buy you a Lamborghini. You want to be my wife?
No,
I
not
got
the
money.
Lamborghini.
I'm going to take you to Texas Day, Brazil. You know, like, y'all be just saying anything.
See, but here's
But the
my
sad
thing.
thing is, sometimes it works. That's why they still do
That's
it.
sad.
See-
yeah.
see,
It works sometimes. Not
See,
saying
but-
I've done it, but I've
Women-
seen it.
Yeah, no.
I've seen
There's
it.
some
Yeah, it
women that
works,
don't have
but it
enough
works for the wrong
respect or
reasons.
even know, like, he's lying to you.
Yep.
Some girls don't see it as a lie. They're like, no, he's telling me the God honest truth.
He loves me.
I'm
He
like,
loves me
girl.
for me. He wants
Bro,
me
your
for
voice is
me.
killing me.
I'm like, okay,
Okay.
alright.
Boy, you killing me.
Man, I'll tell you how many stories I had growing up with these naive girls. I mean, we were kids, like you said. We were kids. They just didn't know and never were taught. Not talking about anybody. Maybe didn't have a dad in their life or a stable mother in their life that taught them. And they would think that guy, all they talking about is their body, right? That's all they would be talking about. You sending nudes within 3 days. That guy don't want
Within
you for
3
you.
days.
That guy don't want you for you, but
First hour.
they think, I'm just giving an example, right? But they
course.
think, oh my God, he loves me. He loves everything about me. And I'm like, I hate
don't
to
even
break
know
it to you. He don't even know who you are. He knows what you look like, and now he wants to touch it.
He probably don't even know your name. He might
probably-
have a nickname
probably not
for
even
you.
remember
have a
it.
nickname.
No.
Dominoes.
Probably. Bruh. Number ain't even saved in the phone.
Oh, that's disrespectful, boy.
Number ain't even saved in the phone. Talking about, I love you, baby.
Well,
I love you.
maybe you love the idea. of
Oh,
it.
yeah. A lot of folks love the idea they partner, but they don't love their partner.
I think that comes from, I'm not gonna say childhood, but growing up and experiencing some things.
But also, some
You
people
will
just
fall.
make that choice. There's some
Some
people,
people just-
that have
yeah.
no excuses. They actually just like to play.
Yep.
They like the game. They
Yep.
will have 15 women telling each one, I love you and you're mine and all this stuff just for the game, just for the attention,
Yeah.
just for the fun.
Exhausting.
And you know
is.
what? It's crazy. Some
You know how
dudes,
exhausting that is?
and you know what's
Some
crazy?
people like it though.
Do they not have
no
a
life.
job?
No.
Some
I know
dudes-
Go get a
people that have 2 jobs
job.
and still have 50 women and like doing the most. I'm like, how are you functioning? Got 9 kids, all this stuff. I'm
No,
like,
no,
how are you
it's
doing
it's
this?
it's
you
easy.
know?
So it's easy to explain that actually.
No.
So what they'll do is they'll get those 15 women to kind of supplement for what would have been his one income. You know what I'm saying? That $40 goes a long way
Yeah,
when you got
yeah.
15 women.
Yeah. Especially
Babe,
they
let me
bringing
have-
you
let me have
food every day. You got
$40.
one each day bringing
You
you
saving
a
money
meal.
all the
Oh,
way
yeah.
around the
Oh, yeah.
board. You rich in your eyes.
And there's a lot of women that will take care of you.
They will.
You not wrong.
Yeah,
That
they
will
will
take
take
care,
care
and then don't get taken care of. Don't even want it back.
Don't even want it back.
Don't.
What
Show
in
up.
the
They barely
hell
might be getting some
is
head.
wrong with you? Now I understand, you're a giver. I understand. I respect that. But did we see Mama taking care of bad men? Just saying. I don't know what makes a person think I'm gonna give this man my all and I receive nothing.
And you know what's crazy? Some
Not
of these
even a
dudes.
boyfriend girlfriend title.
Some of these dudes.
And he only
out
texts
here-
me when he needs something. Ooh, baby girl, I feel sorry for you.
And you know what's crazy? Some of these dudes out here, they'll mess with 3 different women. They'll write a love song. They'll send it to all 3 of them. Crazy.
But women do the same thing. They'll send the same picture to 5 guys.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
you
They'll
know
send
what
the
I
same
mean?
nude and be like,
say the same story. To
This
They'll
is
be like,
only
"Oh
to
my gosh."
you. I love you.
they hit you with the
This
I
is
love-
just for you.
Oh my God, I got that same picture, dude. Like,
Oh, you mad? Mad. All you dapping bro up and like, bro.
Like, bro, man, we got the same one.
Y'all are gross.
Nah, but it happens.
Wear it like a badge of
Oh,
honor.
it happens. They like that.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
people are
because they
cool
don't
with
see
that.
no value in that woman other than for
That.
sex. So
Yep.
I feel bad for them, but they put themselves in that situation. You allowed the men to view you that way and treat you that way.
Preach, preacher. Come on now. Come on now.
I remember one time I became friends with this one dude after we found out that his girl was talking to me. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
His girl. It was
Yeah,
his girl.
his girl was
His baby
talking to
mama.
him. Yeah, his
his
baby,
baby mom
mama
was talking to me.
talking to him, talking trash about
I,
him.
I was like, oh, okay. And then we became friends.
Oh wow.
Oh,
We became
That's-
friends.
That's a
OJ
dynamic.
became friends.
It was interesting.
That's a dynamic right there,
Trauma
ain't it?
bonding.
Shawty got mad
Trauma
at me.
bonding. Ooh wee.
Hey,
it
I
wasn't no
mean, but
trauma.
when you look at it, they both walked away, and she was left alone with neither one of them.
Yeah.
So
I
I
didn't say it
mean,
was
No
a bad or a
offense,
good
but
thing,
was it
but I'm
worth
just
it?
saying that is it if I don't.
I don't think you either. I don't think anybody lost anything in that.
at that point,
I
yeah.
ain't
No,
losing nothing.
nobody lost anything. She never had him.
Saved
He
yourself
never
an
had him.
STD.
You just say,
Yep.
well, there you go.
You know.
Yeah, you save yourself from a.
You know,
STD.
and that brings. I have a question for y'all. Do you believe if you were going on a date or you're like wanting to get serious with that person, would you have them go get an STD check
Yes.
before y'all had sex, or would you just
Well,
wrap it
no.
up and call it a day? Do you care?
You know, I care, but things start happening. Things just sometimes things just get out of hand, right?
Like what?
And I said,
So logically,
no,
so hold on.
sometimes things happen. Sometimes things might not happen as planned, and it might. I say use protection to keep yourself safe, and when you do want to go raw, you do go get that test. And it's. I mean, that's just the only way to do it. I couldn't imagine a random just going in.
Do you think
That can
people-
mess you up for the rest of your
Wait,
Do you
life.
Her
think
giving
people
you
really
head
get
could give you an
tested like that
STD.
though?
Say, well, hold on. Say it again.
Her just giving you head could give you an STD.
I know. That's
and
why I don't.
vice versa, a guy giving a girl head.
That's why I don't even. It was a corn star that he had a thing on his, and she did it, and now everybody God knows who got it.
That's why I was
No,
just wondering if most men even think of it like that.
some of them really
Especially in
don't.
this day and age.
They believe that we're clean people and we're good people, but some women they know
Did
they
you
got
hear
it
about
and they still
Houston?
give it to you. You said what?
Did you hear about
Oh,
Houston?
Houston is
You know what
horrendous.
mean?
I wish I
Like,
would be around up in Houston doing any of that.
That made
But some
me
people
not
don't.
want to touch a person.
Some people don't care. Some people get it and they just go. They go out and.
That's why I don't like going. That's why I don't like the idea of going to a strip club, man.
What?
I
What
don't-
is that? Are you sleeping with strippers?
No, it's
Woo,
not about. No,
God,
it's-
no, I hope
no,
not.
No, it's
Lord.
not about sleeping with a stripper. It's just like you putting a hand on your breast. Like if you put the hand on the booty, how many hands were on that booty that night? It's just something about that. Is just off. To
But
me.
your hand ain't gonna get a STD.
It's not about.
Question.
It's not even about. Sometimes it's not just about STDs, bro. Sometimes it's just about just germs. Period.
Okay, so do you
Cause think about it. Like
hold on, wait,
you
wait.
know how
She has a
dirty
question.
money
I,
is.
wait, I want to hear. I want to
She
hear
has
what
a
she got to
question.
say real
okay.
quick.
Do you put a toilet seat cover down when you go take a shit?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to see.
Absolutely.
Just wanted to see. You're
Now,
talking
you
about
better.
no touch.
Absolutely.
You better
And if
every
they
time.
Don't got it,
I'm
let me
finna
tell you something.
roll
If they don't
out
got
the
it, I'm ripping the toilet paper.
Shit, I was squat.
I don't care how
I met
bad
somebody
I gotta
that
go
was
number
like, I ain't
two.
gonna get nothing from a toilet
I
seat. I
don't-
said, what?
Bro, you can get some from a toilet seat.
The devil a
Yes.
whole lie.
like staff. And
Yeah.
Oh.
what else? And then-
Especially with me having to go to truck stops. Fam.
God no.
I'm
Fam.
not touching nothing.
I
God,
don't
no.
care how bad I
I'm
gotta
putting
go.
hand sanitizer on the seat. Do you
Bro,
hear me?
I'm
And then
layers.
putting tissue on it.
Bro,
Yeah.
I gotta put at least two at the top, 2 on each side. I'm doing at least 6.
I gotta do two,
See,
one
I
in the
gotta
back,
hold-
one in the
You can
front,
get
so it don't
funky.
touch nothing.
Yeah.
Nah,
in
but
between
see,
them
you know,
is
some of them they got that gap in the middle.
And you
so
gotta watch. Yes.
And you ain't gotta worry.
You gotta
about
watch what's
that.
on the floor. You gotta make sure your pants don't go down too low and get in that
You know what
water.
I'm saying?
understand?
Sometimes the flow be wet.
Yeah. Boy,
And
I
when
don't
the
play.
flow wet, I gotta
don't play
and
no
you gotta,
games.
And
You hear me?
sometimes some of them you can't even put it on the. So you
Now,
gotta hover. And you gotta make
Hey,
sure
that hovering
gravity-
real.
You
That-
don't even want to touch the stall.
That hovering, where you in there like, oh, you clenched up. Oh,
I'm done.
It is
with
like-
y'all.
It's a struggle.
And now if it's a really clean toilet, I'd be comfortable. I'd be on my phone.
ain't no toilet it's not in my house. It's
Yeah, I
clean.
know.
I'm
That's
so
what I was
sorry.
gonna say at
I
home.
said if
Even
it's
when I
clean,
go to
I said if
friend's
it's
house, I'm
clean
like-
enough, I'd be on my phone. I'd
No.
be comfortable.
No, unless I'm in the Ritz or something, some nice expensive place, you know.
No, maybe after I clean the toilet seat.
Yeah, I still. Even
Well,
in
of course,
Buc-
you gotta clean the
even
toilet
in
seat.
Buc-ee's,
You
I clean the toilet
Any
seat.
public toilet, you
But
gotta
not
clean
all
it.
of them have like the cute little dispenser where you
Nope.
can put it on the toilet paper and you know like
A lot of them
not
don't
every
have
place
that.
has that.
You're not wrong.
You know, like you don't get Buc-ee's everywhere. You know.
Yeah.
And Buc-ee's, they cool, but I still gotta put some on that toilet.
Now,
No.
let me ask you this.
They are
It
better.
doesn't smell like urine or
Nope.
you know not make you
It's
want to
not
crawl
piss
your
on the
skin.
floor.
Yeah, and you're just not like.
And let me tell you something, women restrooms are disturbing. Oh,
Don't even get me started.
My.
Don't get me
Like,
started.
I thought we were bad, but no, them women, I'd rather not.
Oh, come on. Don't
At my
dunk
job,
on the
it's
women
horrible.
too
No,
hard.
even
now.
they agree. Why are you walking there and see a tampon on the ground?
No.
They
of
literally stuck
blood.
it
Full
in
of
the
blood. It's
drain.
crazy.
In the drain at my job, stuck it face up in the drain. I'm like, someone has to
Or-
freaking clean that.
like they'll have boogers on the side, like right next to the toilet paper dispenser. How did you pick your nose and see the toilet paper? Everyone's like, nah, I'm gonna just put it right here for somebody else. Or there'll be poop on the toilet seats.
Yep.
And like, I'm just like, why?
Jesus.
You want men to want you, but you don't even take care of
I
yourself.
can only imagine what it's.
Don't even. They leave smell.
Woo.
Oh, don't even.
You know she
I
ain't
hate
getting
women
tested.
sometimes.
Probably not. Probably not. You say you don't like strip clubs.
Nah, I mean, I just don't really see the point of it like that. If I'm being real.
To be honest, he said not too long ago that he doesn't even want to go to the bar because he can't fuck none of the women.
Who said that?
You
When did I say that?
at my house when we were having this conversation
Where?
in my living room. Do you not
Swear.
remember? I swear to God.
When I say that?
Friendsgiving.
No. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think it
No,
was.
that first time he came over. The first time he came to the apartment. The new one.
Okay.
Bar though?
Yes, you said, why would I go to a bar or out to a club or anything if I'm not able to sleep with any of these women? Like, I only go out to
Nah, I definitely didn't say that.
I
That
swear
sounds
to
like
God.
something you would say.
Why would that be something I would say?
I said that.
I don't. First of all, let me explain something to you. I wouldn't need to go to the club to do that. First of all,
Why would
If
I
that was the
pull
case.
this out my ass and like
Ooh,
lie on your name?
she
You know?
talking.
You said this,
She
and we were all looking at you
talking.
like, Jordan, why are you saying that? Like, our men go out to the bar. They're not trying to sleep with women. They're just going to
I
hang
must have
out.
got some secondhand high or something because that's. I don't remember this at all. I don't remember this at all.
Well,
That's crazy.
yeah, you know, for me, when I did indulge in the strip club, I ain't been in a while. It's not even about. I tell my girl this. It's not. I know as women, sometimes we might not. Y'all might not see it like we do. It's not even about the women. It's the atmosphere. It's just a great vibe to be in. A great friendly vibe. The women aren't plus. Don't get me wrong, but I ain't ever went in a strip club. At least the good ones, and it just was a bad feeling. It wasn't like that at all. You can be around anybody or just be in a vibe with dudes and just chill. Women come down and sit down and talk to you, tell them about your life, and just, you know what I'm saying? Now, the plus is the plus, but I can definitely go in a strip club and just chill and spend $25 and
Or
still
like
have a
club
great
or a
time. Do you hear me?
bar, You know.
Well, you're not
Or
wrong.
a club
I'm
or a
just
bar
saying-
and have a
I'm
great
just
time.
I
saying,
just want to go out and
when
have
I
time
think
Have a
with
good
about
people,
it,
you know?
Loud music,
I'm not trying to sleep with
communicate, and
nobody.
do with people. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to, exactly.
Even if I was single too, I don't want to. Like, why would I meet you and sleep with you that night? Like, that gives me nothing.
Man, that is
But
so
an empty
common.
feeling after you leave, you know?
Yeah, it's common, but it's not
It
not
is so-
right.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's common.
Yeah. But everybody's trying to just fill a hole.
Fill a hole is crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, she's
In whatever way you want to put
She's
it.
spitting bars.
No, she's speaking because you can take that how you take it.
I
what
was
she
gonna
just
say,
said.
however you
can
wanna
take
take
it
it,
literal,
you
you
can
can
take
take it
Wait, wait,
figuratively.
wait.
Emotionally.
Emotionally, you could really come on, man.
Which hole?
No, that's what
That's
I'm
the
trying to
point.
say.
It's
That's the
metaphoric
point.
in its
I know it's
perception.
metaphorical and it's
But
also
You're
physical.
ruining
It depends on the Jesus Christ.
I know what you're talking
You got
about.
any other questions
Yeah.
about first dates? Because you just went over your head.
As a red flag. So I know we was talking earlier about the toilets. So if your date goes to the restroom
Yeah.
and they come out and there's a toilet hanging out the chute and they just walking back to you, is that a red flag?
No.
That could be something that could happen.
It happens
How's
to
that?
Does that mean they're not paying
anyone.
attention to what's going on?
You can
Are they-
stretch it.
are they not
You can
self-aware of
stretch
what's
it
going
and make it that if you
Yeah.
really wanted to, but that's like being hard on somebody.
it's-
It's
Now,
not like the
now
toilet paper makes
stretching.
noise or anything. Like, and it could be like on the back part. You're not gonna see it unless
Like-
you go and like look.
So
Yeah.
is over analyzing a red flag.
Yes.
Yeah, you should definitely learn how to live in the moment, in the vibe, and be in that moment. You shouldn't be doing too much or thinking too much about it. Sometimes some things you have to let go with the flow. Not saying not be aware, because there's some malicious and disturbing people out there. My girl was telling me about this story. I don't know the background, but it was some dude. This girl invited to her house. I think because he didn't have a place to stay, or he got locked out or something. And I don't know what it was exactly. Or maybe she went on a date with him and it was cool, but they weren't trying to do none of that. He slept on the couch. She went in her bedroom and locked the door. He kept knocking on her door.
I heard this.
He
story
kept knocking on
for
her
the
door, and
charger.
if she was a little bit more asleep, she probably would have opened it, but she ended up calling the cops. This man had a whole layout of things to just torment and just melt her body down. It was disturbing what he had ready for if she would have opened that door.
What?
Yeah. And he kept asking for a charger, and she's like, "There's one out there." And
Yep.
he's like, "I don't know where.
It's not
please come out
working.
here. Please help me, please." She's like, "You're being weird.
It's not
Call it
working.
off. Thank
911.
God she had that feeling.
Thank God she knew.
Trust
Thank
her
God she
gut.
was still sane and she knew. Because if she was too sleepy, what? And then that would have been over for her. She would have been cut up in body pieces. on
So
the floor.
women's intuition does work.
Always. My man tells me
Always?
that.
Nah, you
Oh,
not,
I don't know about always.
Nah, Roy, I'm gonna have to side with her.
I'm gonna say it
my
always
girl,
does, but
my
it-
girl be having it, man. I'm telling you.
I'm not saying
telling
that.
you.
I'm not saying that. They
I
don't
give them
have it.
95% of the time,
just
man.
because they don't act on it doesn't mean they don't
It
have
also
it.
depends on the woman.
Okay, but I get disturbed by when a woman does have that intuition and then they ignore it. It's like
We
why?
are raised that way sometimes. We're told not to
Sometimes,
trust our
yeah.
feelings, not to trust how we feel
That's
because
how
we're
we're
crazy
told.
or we're overthinking or
Isn't
it
that
depends.
what men tell us? You're crazy. You're overthinking.
Overthinking.
Because she's
Overthinking.
spitting. Because she talking. That's what
She
it
is
is.
spitting. She not wrong.
That's exactly what happens. And a lot of women grow up with that manipulation. It becomes them. Mm-hmm. It becomes a part of them.
Yeah.
And they learn to not trust their gut and their feeling. Oh, well, maybe I'm not thinking right. Maybe I'm not looking at it the right way. That's what it is. That's what goes through their mind. And I'm looking at,
So
you know how many times I've talked to,
second guess.
they've been taught to
They
second guess
intuition.
themselves. You know how many times I've talked to women, they be, well, what do you think I should do about this? And I'm like, do you not see? Do you not like,
What does
like, do you not
first of
understand?
all,
And they just don't see it. It's like if it just goes right over their head. And I'm like,
No,
okay.
they see it. They choose not to.
We're
choose not.
They
ignoring
like to
it.
have that conversation. They want that validation of, no, girl, you're in the right. He's in the wrong. You deserve better. They want that, but they're still going to choose to stay with them.
Yep.
That they just like that. Whatever word, I don't even know the word for it, but they like that.
There got to be a word for it because something's wrong with them.
I wonder what it is.
We got to find it out because it is. I have no words for it, I guess, right now.
viewers, do y'all have a word for it? I need y'all to comment down below.
I don't know. What you got? You got anything else?
No.
No, we good?
What's y'all's red flags for women?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm trying to see.
On a date?
Cleanliness, hygiene. You know, if your teeth look like you don't brush them and take care of your teeth, I don't want to hear the dentist are too expensive. I don't want to hear it. Figure
is,
it
though.
out.
It is. Though.
It is.
It is.
And
But there's no way I should see black in your teeth.
Okay,
And you don't
you're
have
correct.
any teeth.
yeah.
Or you got a hole in your teeth. I'm so sorry, baby girl. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You have a good time, though. I don't care. I'm sorry. That's just something that's just like, how
What
you
if-
smiling?
Do you feel like it's cheat if a girl has like all veneers or anything?
No, because it definitely, you know what, I'm going to take that back. I think it depends on what that person may be going through. Some people, I knew somebody that had some type of, it was some type of condition she had where it ate away at her teeth and she just didn't have any. That's not something I would be okay with, but some people may accept it. And maybe if I was in that predicament with that girl, I would have too. But if that situation, I can understand. But people that just don't take care of their teeth, that it has bad hygiene on purpose, that's a problem, right? I look for maturity. And when maturity comes, get a full-time job that has benefits. Sorry, I know it might
No,
sound harsh,
I'm that person.
but that's real talk because we have to worry about our health. And health includes your hygiene, your physical health, your getting your blood tested, your pee, everything under the sun to make sure you're okay, nothing's going to be wrong with you, and you can keep track of your body because that's important. That comes with a level of maturity. If you're 25, 26, 28, you don't have a full-time job, you don't have no benefits.
What are you doing?
I have no words. I don't know if you
well,
want.
what's your life plan? You
What's
know?
your
So-
life plan? And you can't say I wasn't. Wait, I know. Hold on. Give me 1 second. You can't say you wasn't taught. I don't want to hear it because at some point we get what did you say in the beginning of the video? We get all the information off the internet. That's out there. You're just not willing to get it or receive it.
Yeah.
That's
Only
the problem.
for so
Or not
long you
looking
can use
for it.
those excuses. I wasn't taught. I wasn't this. Now you have to make that decision to want better for yourself.
Yeah, you out
Quit
on your
using
own.
excuses. You can't blame your mama and daddy for all your issues now.
Nope.
You've been
Sure
an adult
can.
for how many years? Do your thing.
Too
love.
long. Get it together. Get it together. If you got
got
a
bills
problem
to
or
pay.
issue, if you feeling some type of way, go to the doctor. Make sure you okay. Get a yearly checkup.
Get
Figure it
therapy.
out. We gonna talk about that too. I'm serious, man. People don't think about that. We live in life. We rushing. We moving too fast. Slow down. Know yourself. Know what you want in your life, and go for it. And you find somebody that want to ride that journey with you.
I hate when people are like, "Oh, we're young still. We're young. We're young." okay, you're not gonna be young forever, and
No,
what you're gonna
so not.
start worrying about being an adult in a couple of years, like, and then you behind 10,
You behind.
20 years.
Behind.
But you behind. And then, like my girl taught me, women got time clocks. Ain't no woman trying to have no baby in their 30s. Not their first.
To be honest, I've had that conversation
they
with my
not
man.
trying to. If it happens, it happens. But you have to think about it. In these next couple of years, 30, 28, 27, what are we doing?
And then how old are you gonna be when the child's 18?
Yes, and that's I think about.
What do you want to be 50 with a child?
And that's assuming you have one child. What if you want 2, 3 more?
I commend people that start early. I think there's still a scale between how early you start. You know, I would say early 20s, maybe not, but when you hit that 24, 25, 26, you might need to start having discussions.
'Cause
Respectfully.
You're an adult now. In the Bible, once you hit 26, you are an actual adult. So
Yeah.
that's by that point you should be getting your crap together. To be
You need to
honest.
be getting it together.
Yeah.
Maybe not career-wise, take chances on your career and your life and what you want to do, but by
You're not
30,
gonna be rich, but if you're
you gotta
doing
have,
the
you gotta be
things that-
somewhat stable.
Yeah.
I seen on Instagram. I think I sent the video to you. That woman said, "My man can make $30,000 and we'll make it work." Woo! Where you hear
Yeah,
that at?
there's plenty of people.
Where you hear that at?
I'll be there
Yeah.
for that stepping stone, but like that can't be our life.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you.
Like
be
you're
our
gonna
I mean,
have to come up
At
to
some
meet
point,
me or
we
something
need to come up.
I know,
Not
like,
just me. We.
as a collective.
We Frenchy, we.
who likes
We
to be
need to
static,
come
you
up.
know?
Who
Nobody
like to
wants
be stagnant.
in life.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
You're not gonna grow. You're not gonna do nothing. You only live this life one time.
One time.
Why waste it on drugs, alcohol, women, men? You know, like why waste
That's what we
it?
do.
Some people don't ever get to leave the state they live in, no less like that county. You know.
Yep. Some people only see the world outside their front door. You believe that?
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be me. I mean, took a trip to New York on a limb by myself with no family with some friends.
Good
That's
job,
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for business, but it wasn't really.
Okay.
We just went for
But
6
that's
days and
big.
just went, and that was something I never thought I would do.
You
My
did by
girlfriend
yourself.
went by herself, no family, nobody.
Yeah.
I never had a friend. Kenny, I had a friend,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that. I didn't know.
That's
We
some
took
big shit
the
right
girl
there.
I'm with right now. I kid you not. We had to be 2 months into like in that space. We went to Miami.
Yeah.
Just said we want to take a trip. Let's go somewhere. First, I was gonna do something cute. Don't laugh. I was gonna be like, let's go to Bluebell. Let's go to the creamery, the factory. Let's go try the stuff
in
out.
Florida?
Let's go walk around. No, that's not in Florida. I just wanted to go. That's what we thought about at first, and
Okay.
then we were like, well, that's not really enough. What can we really do? What we really want to go? We want to be on a beach somewhere. We
Yeah.
said let's go to a beach. We said let's go to Miami. You know, we booked a trip and everything to Miami.
Oh, yeah.
Airbnb, rental, everything, plane ticket, and I was with her for a month or two. Amazing how that turned out. One of the best trips I've ever took. Now I got a passport for take an 8-day cruise in March.
Oh yeah.
But that kind of brings back to like what he said before the podcast about like buying a girl a ring after knowing her for a few months. Like, what did you say? Is it not worth it? Or I forgot
What
the
did you
word
say? I must
used.
have not heard that.
Okay, so I
You were messing with the camera.
Oh, okay. I mustn't hear that part.
what was I saying about it? What I was saying was knowing somebody for a very short amount of time and going above and beyond spending a lot of money for a ring might not make as much sense.
I mean, okay.
He
Like,
made
it's not gonna
that
make sense for
decision a few
everybody.
months in,
I mean,
going
it-
and spending that money for that trip. That's kind of like the same thing, right?
I can
No, a
I
trip's a
can
little
see
bit
that,
different.
but it's
than a
not
ring.
like it's not buying a ring is usually a one-sided thing, right? The trip was together. I paid for my ticket, she paid for her ticket. I paid for the rental, she paid for the Airbnb.
Y'all split it.
And we split it. Oh, I paid for the food some nights, she paid for the. It was a together thing. It wasn't a,
Yeah.
baby, I'm gonna
But it
take
was
you out.
but it
and
was an experience.
it's an experience
It was
because
an
life
experience
are
and it was a
about
shared
experiences. It's a shared experience, and this is what we wanted to do. And I never thought in my life I would get with somebody and just go want to do that. That was the second time I was ever on a plane, and we just did it.
I
Oh.
never
Man,
been
you
on
know
a
what that
plane.
remind me
Y'all
of?
met
I was only 25. I'm 26. That was his last.
last year.
That was last year.
So-
we really been knowing each other together in about a year.
Okay.
A year.
So you're a little bit more mature.
You know what that
Yeah.
low key
Yeah.
reminds me of? So there was a point in time where we was going up to our 2-year anniversary, and she was like, you know what? You know, we're not doing
I was
anything
so
for the.
upset.
Yeah, she was upset because
Because
we
we
weren't
were
doing
stuck in the
anything.
middle of
We were in
nowhere.
the we were in a we
I
were
think we were in Buffalo.
we were in the truck. Well, we were headed towards the Buffalo area, like Buffalo, New York.
Right, right.
So we decided, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and park.
Okay.
We're gonna get in the Uber,
Okay.
and before you know it, we was at Niagara Falls. Just like that.
Oh, wow.
I had no plan. I had no plan the day prior.
Wow.
Just finessed it.
I haven't
just
seen
like that.
Niagara Falls before. I didn't get to go when I went. I seen
so
I seen Lady Liberty.
it
I
was
had to
dope.
go see her.
It
But
was dope.
It was great.
So pretty.
Wow.
It was so pretty.
Wow.
You could see Canada.
You could see
right
Canada
Yeah, right
right
across the
there.
way.
I love
Yeah,
it.
my girl
I
got to
saw
go. She
Drake's
got
house.
to
Loved
see it.
it.
I
Literally.
saw Drake's
saw
house
Drake's
from,
house?
from over there. He was getting his
across
butt
the
kicked
big
by
building.
Kendrick Lamar.
Nah.
Let me stop. Let me stop.
Drive through
He
to
was
the-
out. He was over in
But,
Canada suing people. Let me
It was
stop.
nice. It was a nice episode. I had a good time.
I
Really,
still,
really good conversation.
I still didn't get to say my red flag in dating.
Oh, sorry.
What was your red flag in
My
there?
red flag when you don't match your profile picture. That's a red flag. You a liar.
To be honest, I've only been told I look better in person, so I don't know. What that
Same
means.
here. Same here. Never heard that.
Oh,
Catfish who?
Catfish where?
okay, well,
Like you a
who?
liar.
Who? All right, all right.
You a liar.
All right, all right. Then I ain't mad at
Do
you.
you match your profile pictures?
Of course. Look at me. I'm sensational.
Little
But
spicy.
guys, it was nice. He said he was real, but I don't see that. Sensational. It's crazy.
Sensational.
Boy, what'd your Tinder profile say? What was in it?
I don't have no Tinder.
Not anymore.
What was in it?
What was in it?
It was a
Your
picture. Okay,
bio,
so
bio. I don't care about your picture. What was your bio? What did it say?
No, I can tell. Let's
You-
flame him
you-
about his pictures
I
because
don't
I can
even
tell you
remem- I
about
don't
his
even
pictures. They were
remember
high
what
school
my bio
pictures.
said.
They were high.
High school pictures.
You was out there bagging them with high school pictures.
No, I didn't have not
on your
one-
Tinder.
No,
didn't
I didn't
have
have
no
not
recent
one
pictures,
high school picture on my
pictures?
Tinder. My
Red
You
flag.
had-
hold on.
Back when he was in the senior.
You had the one on the
Not matching
mailbox.
your profile picture?
No, I wasn't in high school in that
Okay,
picture.
okay, my
I
bad.
was not in high school in
How
my
old
picture.
were you in that picture?
I don't forgot. That was like my back pictures. That was like
What
my
does
back
that mean?
pictures.
My back
So like
pictures?
so you know
We're
how
taking
like
pictures of your bag now?
no,
it was like
when
the
I say
first
back
row,
picture,
second row, third
so
row on
yeah, that was
Tinder.
that was like a third row
Like that's
picture.
a third row picture. Like
That was
at
a
the
third row
end of his
picture.
profile
The
type
picture, the
situation.
picture that she matched with me under was a picture of me that I took when I was at the top of the Tower of Americas in San Antonio. It was a picture of me. I had my shades on. I had my hat on. Somebody had taken a picture of me. I was throwing in
That's
my
a little
my
catfishy
piece.
to me.
It wasn't
It was-
risky.
it was-
Can't see
It
your
looked like
face.
me. If you
You
saw,
can't see your
if you saw
hairline.
that picture of me, it looked just like
That sounds
me.
like a catfish
Quit
to me.
playing.
It's just like a female wearing a ton of makeup, and then you see her with no makeup on. You know?
Oh, no, I
It's
ain't.
the same thing.
Nah.
Men can catfish too.
N-
Yeah, y'all be looking like a whole nother person.
if men catfish, we catfish with angles. Y'all catfish with everything else.
Sure.
Hatfish! Hatfish! When a man wears a hat and he bald, hatfish.
I mean, but he might
He's
have.
not wrong.
He might have trouble accepting it, man. It's sometimes it's hard.
It's cool. You could wear a hat, but like, don't be your profile picture being sunglasses and a hat. Like, you really trying to like.
Don't
have
even know who-
nothing
don't even know what that
but a
person
heart. I
look
your
like.
Silhouette, like what the hell, you know?
Hey, don't tell me
Oh, I like
nothing.
your
Take that off, and It's
cheekbone.
like wearing a mask. You would not have a clue what that person looks like.
Then you see a person, you be like,
I used to think certain people were like really attractive. I was like, oh, I bet they're really attractive with the mask on. They take that mask off. I was like, oh,
Oh,
shit.
I'm
you know
running
what?
out
You
of
not wrong. Those in the mask, boy.
I didn't even know the person.
You talking about during COVID?
They take that mask off. I'll be like, oh,
What is
God,
wrong with their lip?
of that nose. I'll be like, ooh.
Not what I thought you looked like. No.
But from this up, I'm like, oh, I like, woo, boy.
The imagination.
The
can go
imagination.
far. Same
Take it
thing.
off. Teeth messed up. Lips just perched and your nose pointed.
Got crusty's hands.
Crusted. Oh Lord, no.
Neck a different
Yeah.
color.
Chin, booty chin. Ah, nah.
Not the booty
My
chin.
chins. I'm so sorry.
Nah.
Oh my!
You need
The
to do
mask was lethal. Do you hear
You need a
me?
beard at that point if you have a butt chin.
Yeah.
The mask
you
were
need a beard.
if he can grow one.
You better
God.
implant
Most butt
one.
chins, they only grow hair.
What do you mean
here.
implant?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Glue something.
Guys, you wanna take us out, bro? We gotta get into the next episode.
All right, everybody. I'm glad we had y'all here, but we need y'all to like,
Yeah.
comment,
Yeah.
share,
Yeah.
subscribe. I don't know what to
He
say.
don't got it
I don't
this
even know what
time.
to
He
say.
don't got it.
Like,
What else?
comment, share, subscribe,
And let
and don't hatfish.
Thank God.
I was gonna say, let no sugarcoat be your good first date.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Okay. He did it this time. Okay, he taking a page out the book. He taking a page out the book.
Let no sugarcoat be your
I had to
first
take
good
shades off of
day.
this one.
That's
I
hard.
had to take shades off of this one.
That's hard.
Yeah,
He didn't have one this time, and he came with one. so
Came
I'm
with
like,
it. I've been
in
thinking for a
hard
while,
with
like,
it.
I got
oh.
put on something.
You gotta, yeah. But I appreciate you for coming out. It was great, good having you.
What are you looking at?
Looking into their soul.
They don't.
Thank y'all
want
for
you.
coming. Definitely mess with us on the next video. Jesus.